Hello, listeners. This is Adele Meisenheimer, your executive producer. Well, I am really excited today to introduce to all of you our new host. You heard from him a little bit, and he's got his phone on right here while I'm introducing him.
Well, I'm a rookie. Hold on. Hey, Don.
Oh, see.
Hey, Don. Hey, listen, Don, I'm doing a live radio show. Can I get back to you? I forgot to turn my phone off. Love you. Bye. Well, there you go. What an intro. Thanks.
I love it.
Yeah, the timing. I actually was amazed that I forgot to take my phone and turn it off.
Well, it's okay because we're going to call some people today.
That's
so
why
it
I had
makes
it.
sense that we have our phone on.
Yeah.
And mine will probably ring in a minute too.
I think the ring was better than, say, hearing a vibration. You know?
Right. I think it was good. Well, okay, folks, I didn't get the name out yet, but who you've been hearing here is Les Carlsen.
All right.
Lead singer of Bloodgood. If any of you tuned in last time, our last show, Les was our guest host. Well, today it's official. He is our host for Frontline Records Rewind.
Yay!
Welcome, Les.
Yeah, man. It's great to be working. I love it.
Well, you are a working musician these days. I mean, you've dropped your other side things that were getting in the way, I think.
Yeah, they were just in the way.
Yeah.
That art business that I had for 20 years, that just got in my way.
Yeah, I'm sure it paid a couple bills, but hey, you could pay some bills being a musician, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, yes. In this new world of music and the internet and all the things that are going on, we're actually, we're doing okay.
It is possible, yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about this later, but one of those ways is for a musician to bring out a new album, which Bloodgood did not long ago. It actually circulates, and it's been introducing people also to the original Bloodgood albums if they weren't familiar. So it all works hand in hand.
So, Adele, it's kind of like a resurgence of Bloodgood, and today, during the show, we're going to go all the way back and then all the way to the present.
Yeah, let's do it.
And to the future and beyond.
Yes.
That was an effect I did.
Yeah, that was good. In fact, I would say we might be rewinding to the beginning of when Bloodgood signed with Frontline.
That's my impression of a backward tape.
I like it.
That's why you guys hired me, right?
Yes, for your sound effects. That's right.
And my quick wit.
Yes, that too. Well, you know what's so great about one of the great things about having you here, Les, is that you know some other artists and musicians that we can actually call on the phone. That phone that rang, you've got some numbers on there.
I do, and I happen to be connected to the Bloodgood guys.
I like it.
So what we're going to do during the show today is we're going to just take a shot and see if we can call them in their natural habitat, doing what they do, and surprise them a little bit. I mean, they kind of know I'm going to call them, but they don't know exactly when.
All right.
So
who do we pick on first today?
Well, I don't know if I was going to pick on them in order, but let's start with, because it's actually, going all the way back, David Zaffiro. It's his birthday today.
Ooh, that's going back.
And we're going to do some songs that he did, and that's going back. I don't know if I can tell you how old that guy is, but he's much younger than me, okay? Yeah. So anyway, well, let's call Dave.
All right. David Zaffiro, let's get him on the phone.
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. Okay, Dave. Pick it up now. Now.
Hi, this is David.
Oh, well, happy birthday. I'll leave you. Hey, happy birthday, Dave. I just want to put this message on your phone that you're on Frontline Rewind with the new rookie host, Les Carlsen. And I called you because it's your birthday, but you're not there. You could call me, though, because I'll let the phone ring live in the studio if you do get the message within the next few minutes. And since you're not there, I'm going to say it for you. This is Vagrant People by Bloodgood. All right, so this radio show is really produced by Frontline Records, right, Adele?
Yes, and you can find all of the music by Frontline Records artists and a copy of all of these shows on frontlinerecords.us.
So that would be frontlinerecords.us.
Correct.
If you go online and you type that in,
yes,
you're going to be brought directly to the front door of Frontline Records.
.us.
Wow.
S.
SS.
To give one
Wow,
of
you
Les's sound effects.
You can do effects too. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm looking for his name. There it is. His name is Paul. I've got several Pauls, but I know when it says Paul, it's Paul Jackson. Yep. That's a fancy ring right there. He works for Sprint sometimes. You know. Oh. Hello? This is live.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Paul Jackson?
depends. Are you a tax collector?
I could be. Actually, no, I'm not. Right today, I'm a radio host.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're live and direct here on the Frontline Radio Show, Rewind. So,
Well, I'm not always direct.
well, you know what? You can say anything you want on this show because what we'll do is we'll just edit it out if we don't like it. So
But I'm going to say Winnie the Pooh.
we're keeping it. How you doing, Paul?
Doing good.
Yeah, man. It's just this is really fun. I'm having a whole lot of fun. Just what a great shot for us to get a radio show and play all the music we want to. And today I'm playing all Bloodgood stuff.
Oh, I thought you'd be playing Carpenters.
Well, I do have some guys working in the backyard. Hey, so Paul,
Yes.
you know what? We're gonna feature this song, "Lamb of God."
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you wrote it. You and I wrote that song, and I was just curious
We did.
as to where did you record the solo?
In my living room.
Really? What were you wearing?
I believe they were boxer briefs.
Can we say that on the radio? Yes, we can.
I hope so. Well, we
Yeah.
can say them individually, but I don't know if we can say them together.
Well, I got to tell you, that is a smoking solo, man. I mean, it's just like when that thing comes on, it's like, hold on to your seats. It's just amazing. You shredded it.
Thank you.
So,
That was a lot of fun.
so Paul, could you give the intro then and say, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is, from Bloodgood." Oh no, do this. I'm Paul Jackson. Okay, go
Now? I'm
now.
Paul Jackson.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pardon?
Take one.
Take two. I'm Paul Jackson,
Yeah.
and you're listening to Les Carlsen.
Tell you to introduce the song. I love this
Okay,
conversation. You're not going to edit anything. I love this. Let's put it down like this. Paul, I just want you to go ahead and introduce Lamb of God.
Oh, good.
Okay. Ready? Now, on the count of 2.5. 1,
Okay.
2.5.
This is Paul Jackson. You're listening to Lamb of God by Bloodgood.
Tongues of fire that lick up straw. The doom go down into the dark. Lost your mark on dying lips. Break away from the fingertips. Stretched out his arms to hold you. Gave up his life to know you. Lamb of God. Lamb of God. Lamb of the temple, heal the blind. Holy Spirit, through the vine. I am yours, you are mine. Taught us to love one another. Lay down your life for your brother. Lamb of God, Lamb of God, Lamb of God. Wow, that was awesome. I mean,
I use
everybody.
my superhero voice.
That's what I'm thinking. Paul, I love you, man. Hey, guess what, Paul? I'm going to call David Zaffiro today because it's his birthday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you want to
Okay.
say happy birthday, David?
Happy birthday, David Zaffiro.
Yeah.
You're one of my favorite guitar players.
Yeah, and I'm going to call Oz Fox, and I'm going to call Michael Bloodgood, and
Awesome.
maybe even Kevin Whistler. We're trying to catch everybody in their natural habitat today.
He'll probably be behind a drum set somewhere.
I know. Well, it's symbolic. They're asking for a funny story from Paul Jackson when we were on the road. Can you think of one real quick?
Gosh, I'm trying to think one that was funny to us
But
that is appropriate.
I see. Yeah.
Because there were so many. I kind of like the one. There's three that stick out, so I have to kind of pick one.
Okay.
I like the one where Joyce got upset with me. Can I bring Joyce into this?
Try the one behind. Why don't you pick the one behind the curtain?
Okay, so you mentioned Kevin Whistler, so this is a really good one.
Oh, okay.
So when we were loading into a show somewhere in the Midwest, every once in a while we kind of get goofy and bored being out there. So when the truck backed up and the ramp came down, we, were a little bit lazy, so we didn't want to have to go too far with the gear. So we actually backed the truck far enough up to get the ramp to kind of go through the entrance of this gymnasium door, which was all steel, big heavy steel frame doors. And so Kevin was, I think, just kind of goofing around, and he was using the ramp that came off the truck as a trampoline. And so I was just standing there, and I'm tired. And so I'm just watching him just kind of be goofy, and he's going boing, boing, boing. And so he's starting to bounce down the ramp. Well, he got almost to the bottom and underestimated the height of the door jam and boinged his head right into the door jam.
Oh.
And so he kind of bonked it and went down. And I came over and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "I've got the junior mint on my head." And he did. He had an exact shaped bump on his head that looked like the big junior mint. And so, I don't know. I went from being tired to laughing until I peed my pants.
And by the way, Kevin used to be like 6 feet tall, and now he's about 5'9". I didn't really realize. I didn't know he'd done that. Wow. That's fired up.
It was great. That was one of my funny memories of him anyway.
That guy is hilarious, too.
We'll tell the other stories on a future show.
Okay. We're going to do some more.
I love it.
Okay, well, listen, I love you, man. I'm going to call the other guys.
Love you, too. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You're awesome, Paul Jackson. Love you.
You are. Love you, too, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Les, this is the Bloodgood show. I mean, we're starting from the beginning of time, and we're all the way up to the most current Bloodgood album, which is exciting. How do people get to your website and find out how to get Dangerously Close, a copy of that album? Also, you guys have some really great ideas. Who knows, this show might even show up on your website. How did they get there?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, why
Get
not?
this show up there. Well, I'm going to put it on the website.
Okay, it's going to be on the website.
As a matter of fact, to get to the website, you simply go to bloodgoodband.com. That'll take you directly to the website. And then we've got Facebook. You can look us up as Bloodgood. We want to be in your face.
It's amazing. 22 years after the last studio recording, you guys get together and do a studio album, an amazing studio album called Dangerously Close.
Yeah.
How did you finally get together and do that? I mean, that's a huge undertaking because you guys are spread around the continent.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having us bring that music, and you're so faithful to your artists. And we get to do Dangerously Close, on the Frontline Rewind radio show. So I'm really excited about it, Adele. It just seemed that this album, came together in a way that it has a statement, much like the earlier albums had done. And we didn't know what to expect after 22 years. But I'll tell you what, I am really excited for the viewers. I mean, for the listeners. We got to put this on video, right?
Yeah.
But I'm excited, and so we've got Dangerously Close cuts on the show today. So here's one coming up.
How you gonna stand? How you gonna hold? How you gonna win the fight? to die, too late to regret. We want to live, but we're not out of here yet.
We're calling Kevin Whistler live. This is Frontline Rewind.
What's up, Les?
Hey, Kevin, I can't believe I got you right there, man. And I want to warn you real quick. You're on live radio. I'm hosting the show. I know. That's what I thought.
That's great, man.
I know. You're live and direct.
There we go. You just caught me. I just got through actually mowing my yard, and you caught me at a great time.
Hey, Kevin, I want to ask you a question. How tall are you?
Well, depends if I have shoes on or not. With shoes, about 5'9". Without, about 5'8".
Okay, and how tall were you before you hit your head on that bouncing on the ramp coming down the truck?
Dude, I was like 5'10" without shoes, so it like crippled me a couple of inches. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Okay, so that's what I thought, because you were much taller when I first met you. Of course, your hair was poofed up real high, too.
Yeah, well, I gave me a couple extra inches. If you count that in, I was pretty darn close to 6 foot. But,
wow. Yeah. Well, that's going to tie in great, and you'll have to listen to the show to hear why. Anyway, it's good talking to you. You have any favorite Bloodgood stories?
Oh, man. Every time I'm with Bloodgood, it's like a favorite story.
Yeah, see?
It's always such a good time. We always laugh to the point of crying. And I'm surprised we get any work done, but somehow we managed to pull that off. But,
yeah.
Just wait until the next time we all get together, which I think is going to be soon.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yes.
And we got to do it. And, we need our Bloodgood fix. You know what I'm saying? It's a legal drug. It's okay.
It is. It releases a lot of endorphins, which is a very...
those were very hip in those MTV videos, weren't they? The dwarfs. Oh, endorphins.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. I don't know why.
Yeah, the endorphins. Yeah.
Endorphins.
It's the same ones you get from drugs, but only it's a God high. It's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. It's a natural thing.
That's right.
It's good. It's good to be associated with the Most High God. Love that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Every day.
Right on, dude. So you just finished cutting your grass. And you know what? I think that's, something that the listeners want to hear about.
Well, it's something that every homeowner has to do, and I don't do it as often as I should, but I get my mower going each time and get the job done and makes the wife very happy.
Okay, well, you didn't need to confess that, but I'm not a priest. All right. So it's cut now, and I love the smell of fresh cut grass,
Fresh cut grass, has a different term and different meaning today than it did many, many years ago.
Well, that was before Jesus, right? For you.
Yeah, BC, before Christ, right?
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, for me too, I guess. Well, anyway, let's take this back to a real positive thing. We are ex-druggies, for sure. Praise God. Okay, but we like coffee. That's
Love
legal.
coffee.
Gotta
Love
have
coffee. That. Yep.
Yeah.
I drink it at night and I can still go to sleep. So I'm lucky.
Wow, we're really getting personal with the listeners out there. Anything else you want to confess today?
Well,
never mind. Really?
Let me really think on that. Next time, okay?
Yeah.
I'll have something for you.
Take some notes, write it down, and we'll just have a whole show on confession.
If you would have called me ahead of time, Les, I could have been much more prepared.
Yeah, but that's why I called you now. I like this, the way it is. Hey, Kevin, let me see. I'd like for you to introduce a song that you played drums on, Out of the Darkness, remember? Okay, the song that we did was called Changing Me. And you were the drummer on Out of the Darkness. So I just want you to say, this is Kevin Whistler from Bloodgood, and you're listening to Changing Me by Bloodgood.
All right. This
Ready?
is Kevin Whistler, yes. This is Kevin Whistler from Bloodgood, and you're listening to Changing Me by Bloodgood.
I could
I've only hope to see what is changing me. Being here like I am. The world is spinning faster, heading for disaster. He's changing me, yeah, changing me. Turn on the light in the dark. I can't see, I can't taste what I'm eating. The earth is being tread apart. Kevin, I love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Thank you so much. David Zaffiro's calling in. I got to take the call. Love you, man.
Awesome. Love you too, man. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
David.
Hey.
Oh.
How's it going, man? Sorry
Well,
I couldn't take your call.
That's
you called
okay.
around 2 o'clock, and
Well-
he was really talking, and I didn't want to. I didn't feel like I could cut the line.
Oh, okay. Well, David, it turns out that was absolutely perfect. I mean, we couldn't have staged that any better, so you called it the absolute perfect time. Happy birthday, Dave.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You excited? No.
I am. I just
Oh.
I just had lunch with Chris Furman, and it was really interesting.
Who'd you have lunch with?
Chris Furman, he's an engineer, friend of Joe Ciccarelli's. He used to mix for me for years, and I haven't seen him in 15 years.
Wow, you're dropping a lot of big names there. You know, you're hanging out in Hollywood with all the superstars now, right?
Yeah, I know. Chris he did some pretty big projects, but he was never the guy, and he would be the first to tell you, but he's really good at what he does. Really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So-
Well, listen, Dave, you know, we're all excited about what's going on in your life right now. I know you just moved to LA area, and you're doing all kinds of stuff. You know, thanks a lot for mastering that Dangerously Close album too by Bloodgood. You did a great job. And besides that, you also helped us get a lot of great sounds on it, and working with you is a real pleasure. So,
The honor was mine. I loved working on that record. That record, every time it comes on, someone was playing it the other day, and it's just got a vibe to it, and it's got a lot of impact. I really love it. It's just, it's kind of surprising how much impact it has. I'm like, whoa,
yeah.
great job.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Dave, we're going to go. The show today is basically starting way back at the beginning, and you did 3 albums with Bloodgood, and you were a major writer in the band. And so, because it's your birthday, and because you're good looking, and because you're a great guitar player, and because you're my friend, and I'm the host, I have the power. That was an effect.
You have the power.
I have the power. I'm doing my own effects. To do any song I want. And so I've picked some David Zaffiro songs, and I'm excited. This show kind of reminds me of reality TV, except it's reality radio. You know? That's cool, right? It could catch on. Like the bubonic plague. Everybody gets it, you know? Anyway, so remember that really fired up song that ended the Detonation album? Do you recall the title of that song, Dave?
I want to say Heartbeat, but that was the first record. That was a debut record.
No. Heartbeat was written by Michael Bloodgood. It was the end of the first side.
First record. That's what I just said. I want to say that, but that was the end of the first record. And the Detonation. You know what? Maybe Livewire. Maybe.
Hey, you got it! Wow! You win a trip to Fontana, California. You can stay at my house.
Nice.
Nice. It's a round trip ticket. You can stay for a couple days, and then you got to go home.
Truth that he hates, a liar, scream, he'll die. The dire race
Dave, can you give me a quick, well, not a quick, just give me a story, a funny story from your days with Bloodgood. Good.
Story with my days of Bloodgood. I wish I would have had a little pre-emphasis on this one, and I could have figured it out. Let me think of something here real quick. Real quick story. Let's see. I remember one time, it wasn't funny at the time. I remember this time we were playing, and everybody got the flu.
Oh.
Of course, except for Michael Bloodgood. He didn't get the flu. And he said it. He goes, I'm not going to get it. I said, no, dude, you're probably going to catch this. And he goes, no, I'm not going to get it. I'm like, oh, yeah. And he didn't. But everyone else had it, and we had to do this show. So on either side of the stage, we had these, on both sides of the stage, left, stage, right, just off the curtains, they had these two garbage cans. Because we were so sick, people running over there just ralphing in these things. And, we kind of did it seamlessly, just kind of, done a little spin, jumped back on the stage, hey, no one saw anything, we were just dying up there. And I remember Les Carlsen, oh, that's you. These fingers, I had a hard time with it because, I felt like this kind of wanted to come out of both ends. You want to vomit, or want to come out the back end. I'm singing these high notes, and I'm like going, trying to control this thing. So it was a real scene. That's one of the funny moments.
Well, and I recall that we would have a writer that would say, we have to have this for dinner, and everybody always messed it up. We'd ask for certain things to eat, and every town we went to, we'd get like bologna sandwiches, But this one particular place that we came to that you're talking about, when we got there, they had a spread that was amazing. They had like beef and chicken, and they had chocolate cake, and they had desserts and salad, and it was amazing. Food for a king, and we all had this sickness. The only one that sat there and ate it was Michael. And the rest of us were
Michael sat in there alone and ate.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't know. We got over it, though.
No, man. I mean, it's like, no kidding, a great spread, and no one could eat it because, you're running for the garbage can again.
I know, that was a terrible one. So, you know what, Dave? I was thinking after that, maybe we could just introduce this real fired up song called "Battle of the Flesh." Because that was definitely a battle at both ends.
No kidding, both ends, man.
Here's I don't want to direct you, but just say, hi, I'm David Zaffiro, and you're listening to Battle of the Flesh.
Exactly what I was going to say, man. I was going to correct it this time.
Oh, thanks. You're good, Dave.
Hi, this is David Zaffiro, and you're listening to Battle of the Flesh.
We fight and fight for mind control. Our weakness turns to sin. Pride in man makes him fall, and lust is in his eyes. Such a battle that we're in. Darkness leads his lies, lies, lies.
throwing up. Thank you. Okay, well, hey, that's what I like to do. Listen to the guys like us, with the guttural sounds on the radio. Thank you very much. Dave, happy birthday to you. Oh, you know what? We're going to do another song by you, and I actually helped a little bit in this one. But Dave, this song that we're going to play now is a song that got radio airplay. Dave, you still there?
I am.
Oh, Southern California left me a message. Oh, okay. Oh, powerful. Yeah, I'll pay it tomorrow. It's not behind. It's just it's just like, hey, it's due now. Okay, fine. Well, anyway, so She's Gone is the song, and it got airplay up in Seattle on secular radio, and it was because of that song that we actually had the management of Def Leppard flew Mike and I down to California to meet the management and Def Leppard and the whole thing, because they actually were thinking about signing us because of that song, She's Gone, and you wrote that song. So it was an exciting time. And then what really happened is that after they got to know us and they realized, that they wouldn't be able to party the way that Def Leppard does backstage with Bloodgood, So they said, well, we're not going to sign you guys because there's no women involved.
Right.
And there's no drugs. What are we going to do? Have a nice day. Yeah, well, you guys are great, but we've passed. Oh, thank you. So that was an interesting story. It might make the show. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I haven't tell you that. That was an interesting song because that was when Terry Shelton was producing us for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And third record, Rockin' Hard Place. And man, that was a song that I brought to the table. And of course, I don't know that you had jumped into the lyric yet. I think you were waiting, and I'll tell you why. Because Terry made me rewrite that song, the progression, the melody, probably 3 times. I mean, it's like the first time I brought it in, he goes, no, it's boring. We're 40 seconds into it, you're still in the same progression. Go back, go home, rewrite. I come back again, and the same thing. He goes, no, it's still not good enough. There's a problem here and here. And so, I think you're on the sidelines going, well, I'm not going to write lyrics for this thing yet. He hasn't maybe even passed Terry on the progression. Finally, I think the third time, and I worked pretty hard on trying to get something, I guess for me it was unique, since I tried to come up with something like that at that part with Terry. And he finally said, okay, it's good. I like that. That's good. And I think that's right when you jumped in and crafted a lyric around that.
Yeah. You know what, Dave? That's an amazing song. And I got to tell you, you are a phenomenal writer. You are very gifted. And we look forward to a whole David Zaffiro show in the near future. And I'm excited because you're my best buddy. And I'm the host. I'm the new host of Frontline Rewind. Wind. That's cool, huh? Too late to say what I feel. She's gone, and the pain is so real. It was only a moment ago I heard a word so clear. Now all that's left is a memory, alone with my tears. She's gone. This hate burns inside of me, so dark I can't begin to say. All of God's creation was, but had nothing to say. Now I regret anything I said that hurt her in any way. 'Cause she's gone, nothing left to say. She's gone, no more light of day. I was down when they dropped her down beside the cold earth. Blank stares and hopeful cries from those who felt this curse. She's gone.
She's gone. She's gone. No more love. She's gone. No more life. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone.
Wes, I love you too, man. I love talking to you. People ask me all the time. They say, "Hey, are you guys still pretty close? Do you ever talk to Les and Mike?" I'm like, "Yeah, all the time." And so many people. I mean, honestly, they're kind of perplexed. They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." I guess a lot of bands when someone leaves the band or whatever, it's like you're excommunicated for life or something. I don't know. You guys are always so gracious to me.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I believe that God anointed us together as a group, and that's it. That doesn't go away.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. You know.
Yeah. I sure love you, man.
I love you too.
All right. Well, listeners, you really got something to listen to there. And, you could write home about it, actually, or send an email. Anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, we love you.
Okay. I love you too. I'm heading home. I'm going to try and beat this traffic, dude. It's crazy right now. I got to go.
Okay. All right.
Time.
He's in the mosh pit. He's in the mosh pit in LA traffic.
No kidding. That's right.
Love you, man. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Adele. All right. So this is the first show, the debut show.
Yes.
And it was fun.
Totally. I mean, we had this Bloodgood love fest going on the phone with all the members. I'm so glad they answered their phone when you called.
I mean, well, Michael is in South Carolina. Yeah. Paul's up in Tacoma. Kevin was in Federal Way. David is in Hollywood. And Oz was, where was he?
Touring with Stryper.
East Coast. And we got them all on the phone.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So anyway, it got so long
Yep.
that this is actually part one of the Bloodgood Frontline Radio Rewind reality radio show.
Yes, because we don't
crazy
want to
about it.
cut all that good stuff
No,
out. I
no,
mean,
we're
let's
gonna
just
keep
let
it.
it roll, right? And people will have to hear who you talk to.
Yeah.
Part two.
So tune in. Love you guys. God bless. Bye bye.